Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. Yet again, we got another golf cart. Man, seems to be a little thing happening around here lately. Anyway, I have been tasked with installing a headlight taillight kit on this little Yamaha here. Headlight kit looks like it's been sitting in here for, wow. It's been sitting here a hot minute, or at someone's house for a hot minute. This is an electric cart, so I need to figure out some things. My cart has a 12-volt battery. That cart has 8 batteries, all running a series. So, looking at this little guy, I do not see a reducer from, say, 48 volts down to 12, which is a problem because that would just burn out the light kit. So, I think what we're going to do here is use our little Harbor Freight pokey doodadder thing here and see what our voltages are at the battery, if they are 6 volters or if they're 12 volts. Now, with there being 6, my bet is these are 6-volt batteries, and we're going to have to get creative about how we wire this. But let me put you on the stand, and we'll find out for sure. Hang tight. Okay, got you on the stand. Got our little tester doohickey jobber. Gonna try to do this so you guys can see it, but time will tell. We're gonna put her on the little DC voltage. We're gonna go, maybe, if I can get this done correctly. That doesn't appear to work. They are indeed 6-volt batteries. You see right there in the, oh, dicks. Should be showing 6 volts, 6.3. So if I jump across 2, I get 12.5. Okay, makes sense. Jump across 2 batteries. Simple, simple, simple. Let's get back over to our kit and see what's all involved here. This kit should be significantly easier to install than the last one we did. Mine has turn signals, brake lights, etc. This one just has an on-off. Click, on, off. Simple enough. Got a wire harness here. Look at the order date on this thing. 7/22/2018. At a price, $70. Talk about a price increase since COVID hit. We have our taillights. We have our headlights. We got to figure out this one with the busted out lens. You know, that's high quality. We did get some templates. That's good. We got some zip ties and some screws. Also good. I think what we're going to start with here, probably like the last time, is we're going to knock out these front cutouts, mostly because it's my least favorite part. So, let me get you guys on the stand, and we'll get started. Well, let's get after this mess of a mess I'm going to make here. So we've got our template, and as always, this template really doesn't match up with a whole lot. Did I lose my marker already? Yes, I did, because I'm an idiot. That's okay. We have already found it. Okay, so got our fancy schmancy masking tape. Directions are to mount right here, match this body line all the way around. Now, do I think this is the best way of doing it? Nope, because it appears it's going to hang off the bottom. So we're just going to bump it up a bit. Okay. Whoa, now, fella. Stay where you're supposed to be. I could have been well more prepared for this than I am, but we'll get through it. Well, that looks good. Okay. Move this on over down here, like such. Start working smarter, not harder here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do something like this. Keep going around the edge like we're supposed to here. Yep. How about right there? Okay. We're just going to take our little marker and go yoink. Okay. Simple enough, right? See if we can do this without ripping the template. If we do that, then we're kind of screwed. Just kidding. There's always a way. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our tape off because we don't need both tapes. Only one side at a time. There it goes. It started to rip. I saved it. Ah, there it went. You son of a bitch. I think they'd make those a little higher quality. You know, since you got to use it twice. Oh, there goes another rip. Whoa, sorry about the chickens in the background. They must be beating the tar out of each other or something. So, uh-oh, now we've done it. So that needs to go like that, right? Sure. Let's get ourselves a couple pieces of tape going here. Now, of course, after I'm done with this, I'm going to go over and run it through the wash bay. We can't return a golf cart that's dirty. Okay, same approach on this side. Body line, tape. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, our other piece, which appears to have separated weirdly. That's okay though, we'll get there. Okay, something like, we'll go like that. Okay, yep. Working out pretty good here. Okay, marker. Make our line here. Doesn't have to be perfect because we know last time we had to do a bunch of trimming to make it all work. But what I wanted to do this round is hopefully be able to look at them side by side before I do the cutting. Oop. Well, she's really screwed now. Okay. Let's see what our damage is here. Look pretty close. Let's grab a tape. Make sure our lines appear to match. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. I think we'll roll with that. Let me go get some cutting tools in order, and we'll get after this thing. Hang tight. Now, last time we did a drill and the jigsaw, and I think we're going to follow that same pattern now. So I'm just going to go around the top 2 edges, make a hole about right there, just big enough for the jigsaw to go through. Excuse me for just 1 second here. Okay, we'll leave that out because we'll need it for the rears. Now, I'm gonna put you guys on hold for just a second longer and probably put you in fast mode. You don't really need to see me go through with a jigsaw and cut out the holes. You know, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, maybe if you can't figure that one out, you probably shouldn't be attempting this. But that's okay, we'll go along with it. Well, normal dumb stuff with Matt, I got a little ahead of myself. We now have 2 mounted headlights. While I was rolling with that, I went ahead and hooked up the switch. So obviously on, off. Now we're working on running our wiring down the sides. Again, something you guys don't need to see because all I'm gonna do is run this down this frame rail, come up through the bottom, hook up to a couple batteries, run the other 2 plugs up and over the wheels, come right back here for some tail lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that part done, and then I'll check back in with you guys. Okay, we're at the battery hookup stage. So, got our wire harness that comes up here. This would be great, you know, if these were both, you know, equidistant to where they need to be. So we're gonna have to modify this a bit. I got some spare wire, heat shrink, and new connectors here. I'll try to put you guys on the stand, see if I can get you in here, show you how I do this. Heat shrink definitely is important on these. There is some water intrusion and such that just save yourself some times, fellas. Just use the heat shrink. I know it kind of sucks at times. So let me get you on the stand. All right, let's get after this wire extension here. Yeah. My old man legs don't work like they used to. Oh, he's got a pretty corroded up battery tray. That's probably not great. Are you kidding me right now? Did I not bring it? Well, I've pre-stripped our extensions. Okay, so you're just going to give it a little bit of snip. And a little bit of snip. Okay. I didn't have any red wire, because, you know, that's not how I do things around here. I do have blue and black, which works out perfect for a job like this. Now if I just knew where my cutters went. Heat shrink here. Try to match sizes, you know, professional. Now they make adapter pieces for this exact problem, but in my case, they never seem to hold. They always corrode up. So what I found is a good twist, like that. Roll it over onto the shortest side. Run your heat shrink down. Make sure you're enclosing the whole thing, because anything that's left over, water can get to and corrode, and it will not take long. Benefits of being a boat owner for about 20 years. So don't fall for that game anymore. Okay, there's our ground extension complete. Let's go ahead and melt her in. Lighter does the trick on the cheaper Harbor Freight heat shrink. I have used nicer stuff before, but honestly guys, this really does the trick just fine. Got our end piece here. Now if you bought the reducer or the voltage reducer kit, I'm betting this is not a part of the process. The guy I'm doing this for, the kit appears to have come with the golf cart, and we're just gonna make her work. I always like to double check my connectors here, and we'll roll that over, and then obviously I don't need to label this, but the electrical tape does the trick just as well. There we go. Extension completed. Now in this particular instance, I'm going to use this ground and this positive. Two 6 volts run in series, makes them a 12 volt battery set. So this is going to plug in here. The positive will plug in over here. And I'm going to put you guys on hold for a second while I knock out this positive because, well, you don't need to see me do it twice. So, hang tight. Got our extension completed. Just doing some little bit of cleanup on the wiring. Try to pull everything over to this edge just to follow the match. We're going to climb underneath real quick, throw some zip ties in. Then we're going to move to the back and start over there. So, hang tight with me. Well, we got some updates, I guess. This is the original push-pull switch that came with that Amazon kit. I accidentally had it in the on position when I hooked up the batteries and noticed that if I just touch the tip of this thing, the headlights would flicker, indicating this thing's got a bad something inside. So, I hit the old spare parts bin, got us a fancy little Amazon switcheroo, and now we have the headlights done. I'm going to make sure this little fella can hold the amperage after we install the rears, and then I will mount this switch in our other hole there, just like the other one was. So, if you're following along doing the Amazon kit, make sure you don't get that push-pull switch. I mean, I guess this kit was sitting for 7 years, so maybe it just got shuffled around inside the box enough that it ruined it. I don't know. But we're going to get back to hanging wire, get underneath this thing, get the wire harness ran to the back, then we're going to cut our holes for our taillights, then we're going to hook it up, and then we're going to go have a car wash, or a cart wash party. So guys, again, feel like I'm beating a dead horse tonight. Hang tight with me. My. Looking a little more street legal. Switch is nicely installed. I didn't know what this switch did, so I didn't fuck with it too much. Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. I did not mean to. My bad. Got our taillights in. Look pretty decent. All right. I think we got a few minutes left here. I think we're going to go run her through the cart wash. Maybe take her for a quick cruise, see how fast she goes. It's supposed to go pretty quickly. So, let's find out. And there we go again. Another street legal taillight kit. Yep. She's looking pretty good. I'm not sure what I feel about the lifted golf cart with the big tires. It's a little less stable than our little golf cart, but who knows, you know, maybe it gets better. Or maybe get used to it. But, at any rate, guys, if you enjoy the bullshit I post up, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment, send me a dick picture. I don't care. Make it interesting. And also, sorry for the kind of lack of videos lately. I had a pretty nasty sinus infection. That knocked me out for a couple days, and then I was away for work for a couple days. So, forgive me there. We'll get back to it weekly. Obviously, I'm back at it now. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight's episode. We will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.